Dude, can you explain? Dude, how the frick does that work? You cannot make sense of it. You cannot make sense. Dude, this we dead ass just like wondering what the heck this is. Bro, earlier I saw this with 7K viewers. No, not 7K viewers. 7K subscribers. This just skyrocketed just now. Wait. Okay, hold up. I need to check charts. Subscriber tracker, I guess. Let's see. Guys, the moment I saw sure, like, bro, okay. This dude made how much? Bro, he just makes how much? He made more than like what I usually did now. Yeah. So, yeah, so I saw this a few days ago having just the past few days. I saw this today. No, I literally saw this like go up and like he went up like crazy. Kind of. Okay, I actually kind of want to see what kind of non-copyright music should I try out? This because I don't want you guys to see my jorks. Shining star drag. Holy, what is that? Hello. Hope you're doing well. Right now we're just okay. This might sound crazy for a little bit, but I am currently figuring out like I'm currently trying to see like who this guy is because he randomly just appeared on my notifications just today. Just today. And it's just about this video. It's a CSGO clip. An old CSGO clip. Yeah, I'm not playing a game. I'm looking at this guy's stats. It's kind of weird to me. I never seen a video that I haven't subscribed. I'm not even subscribed to this, and it had appeared on my notifications just earlier today. This was at 100K, maybe even less. More YouTube, more YouTube or whatever. Sorry, I gotta get the spray out. Yeah, sorry, my cats are just fighting. So yeah, I got this today when um me and my family were just like doing fireworks. We're doing like small fireworks earlier at like four in the afternoon. That's when I received it. So I was like, what is this? I saw I think well, I don't know if it was this video. Dude, you got
This
chill out.
morning, as of writing this, I received a YouTube notification from a
This is the same person. No, this is the person that I've watched the video.
channel named Room728 for
I watched this earlier, just like understanding like what this is about. It's just this guy only did a little bit of like deep searching. So clearly there's like there's another channel being shown over here. Like this guy has made a a few of clips of this or whatever of CS:GO, and then he got via if I don't know if you guys know this, but it's VAC ban. So what that means? Wait, what? That was your cat's name? Well, I have two cats right now. They were just about to fight earlier, but I think they're fine right now. Yeah, so one's named Kudo, one's named Spunk. Right now, I have my my Kudo behind me, but besides besides that, um, so this guy, we're just gonna call him for now, showed clips of CS:GO, old CS:GO clips, and what people don't, um, I guess what I didn't, it's kind of interesting, is they just showed a freaking Trivago, whatever you call it, on a website, looking at Rune 72, literally the same username that's just posted the video on. Then out of nowhere, like there's also SoundCloud, and then another YouTube like channel that's not this one. But I don't know if it's the same thing. That's the point. That's the thing. So, but this guy has multiple freaking accounts that have been banned on God knows what. So, like for example, this guy has 113. The same person, whatever this like, whatever he has, 113 they ban, and then he only played 113 hours. That was 3 years ago. Another one, 3 years ago. I don't know why he's playing the same games. I don't lie to you. Isn't isn't it weird that um you play Dota 2? So let me get this straight. He's playing Steam games. That is, I won't say all degenerate because CS2 is actually kind of goated. Um, but this is when the guy researched it. So back then it was actually called CS:GO. Um, but Dota 2, on the other hand, I think people still buy stuff in there to where like they do anything in that game. So I don't think I don't know if you can actually get banned on that game, somewhat for cheating. But if there's a client system for this one, then honestly, it's kind of cool. Hold on, get down now. But these two accounts are banned for like 1,000 days, and then they made up some other name, same username 62. Like what? But I guess my whole summer, like this whole summary about this entire thing that happened today was I've got CS:GO clips of just someone, and then it went deeper to saying that there's two more people onto this, like making clips of this, and I don't know what reason there is. And then yeah, there's also this comment too, like saying, like, so like so lost, I'm faded, and basically it's an Alan Walker, it's an Alan Walker, what do you call it? An Alan Walker song. I don't know why it's so dumb. But this is something that I like. There's also people here who also got like this notification. Um, People saying like "here before the Lord." That doesn't even matter, bro. It's kind of interesting. I just watched the video. I felt something a little bit, but I don't. I think that was just me. This was kind of interesting that a lot of people got this. I don't know what the reason was. It's just straight up a deleted video or title deleted video. No description. This guy's just getting subscribers. Comments are off. That is the most, I won't lie to you. That is the most craziest way I could say that this is a mystery of like any creepypasta. Like that could be, this could be anything. And I wouldn't even know what it is. But in my eyes right now, it's just a CS:GO clip. It's just a CS:GO clip. And at the end of the thing, it's just a question mark. Like are we finding someone? Are we looking for like, is there someone that they're looking for? Is this the guy that's just, it's just a mysterious face out of nowhere? Like what does this mean? Literally old clips from like 2010 or something, of someone shooting, like getting a good headshot deagle plus what, op, and then transitions to another one, How's that normal? And I don't know what kind of audio this is. It's kind of weird. I won't lie to you. How would they show this kind of clip? I was like, cool. You know what? All I can say about that is just let him cook. Why'd you go Oda drawing more fan art for the author that made Rurouni Kenshin? Honestly, I don't know. Just let him cook, bro. Honestly, just let him enjoy it. Let Oda enjoy the fact that there was like another collab or a collab with the LA Dodgers, and then there's like a heck ton of people. There was a stupendous amount of people on that LA Dodgers game like yesterday. I actually watched the game, tears to my eyes. Another day. Yes, little one. Hey, no. Get down. I was about to shoot him. Yeah, I actually have a spray bottle for them. Dude, anything can happen. Dude, just looking at collabs like that, and then all of a sudden it goes to straight up allegations or assumptions. It's like I have to see it first, then like, but I really just say let him do what he wants, bro. If it gets the if he gets in trouble for that, then like, well, it is what it is. I did not see the I did not see the big signing, whatever you call it, or the big bill. All I heard is that it's gonna fuck up a lot of people in medication. So it's like, yeah. We went. I actually went to. It's actually kind of funny. I went to I went to the hospital today. To get some pills for my dad, and um the price went up because apparently I didn't even know like they started just right away after. It was kind of weird. They the before price and the before and after, like on the website, it showed like 2 days ago. The price was like um I'm not going to tell you like what medication she takes, but the one like all the meds that I had to give him was like $60. That was it was only $60 just for all the the meds I had to get him. I had to get out of my ass um I had to like call other people to help me out with this because apparently the price went from $60 to 120, and I was like, bro, I had to drive back. I had to go drive to the bank, go get I had to go get a uh, direct deposit from an from a check. Then I had to drive all the way back to the hospital to get the meds. So I was like, that took me almost 40, like almost an hour, and then I had to wait for another 30 minutes just for them to get all the stuff. So an hour and a half of just like getting meds from my dad. I mean, I don't mind picking it up. It's just that it's outrageous that they had to change the pricing just the day of 4th of July, and then it's actually kind of busy for them. But my point is, like that bill, that because of the bill, like sign that the sign the bill sign, that shit just started right away. That's crazy. I did not really expect that. Let's see.
I thought I was done with this series. I thought as
If the first thing I hear is rent to mid, I will close this, and I will disagree with this already.
soon as I made my vid on it some time ago, I would be moving forward with my life. Get my degree, start a broken family, move towards a positive direction. Then come to modern day. I've achieved neither of those goals. World War III is about to start, and the worst story I've ever.
If this is going to be talking about 8 minutes of just mid, I think I'd rather watch Charlie like talk about anything for an hour.
Read somehow became even worse. A while back, I made a.
You read the title, you already know my overall thoughts on Squid Game Season 3. I found it to be very disappointing, but now let's dive into the spaghetti and meatballs of that thought process. Let me go ahead and take you on a journey through my neurons here, get you with the mind freak of why I thought this was such a letdown of the season. Getting into spoilers. Big spoiler warning. Brace for impact. Here she comes. You've been warned.
Yeah.
Season 3 doesn't really.
I actually didn't watch season 3. I from what I've heard, there was a lot. It was ups and downs. With like, um, it was kind of ups and down with like how people reacted because all they talk was about was like You can't. This is what I'm going to say. The community for just anywhere at this point, whether it wants something really good to happen and want a good ending, or the ending was just so shit that everyone's going to just start hating on it forever. So I'll put on my point. I got spoiled already on how the ending is because people don't know how to shut up, or I don't know. I tried my best to I did my best to avoid that, but it still kept popping up on my reels and shit. I think that was an ending that could have been better, but honestly, they needed some way to actually have closure. Obviously, like there was a big spoiler at the end. I'm not going to say anything about it. I wanted. I gave like a rating on the season 3. If I had a rating of 1 to 10, I give it a 7. 1 and 2 were all like 1. I said is already like 9.7 something. Season 2 was 8.9 something, like 9 basically, and then I gave it a 7 because I felt like it was rushed. But to be honest, like let's be real here, they really just put like part of season 1 and season 2, or season 2, like half and half. Like bro, yeah. Damn, I see how this don't want to hear about. Okay, fine. If I'm going to, but then again, if I get to hear, if I have to hear, if I have to hear it again, then I'm going to switch to like another Charlie video.
This series. I thought as soon as I made my video, I made a video on the Rent a Girlfriend manga, saying my piece on why I think it's the biggest piece of doodle I've ever had the misfortune of witnessing. And if you're blessed enough to not experience this series or watch my video on it, let me give you a quick synopsis. Rent a Girlfriend is about a man named Kazuya who rents a girlfriend, her name is Chizuru.
You know, this was literally my first video that I talked about. Like I used basically what I said about this on my first video about this is literally the same thing this dude is saying.
After his ex broke up with him.
Yep. Yeah.
Then he starts going around telling people that it's his real girlfriend.
This is
Shenanigans go down. He also got this other rent-a-girlfriend that's obsessed with him, and they're dating because she's blackmailing him.
Okay, let's actually rephrase that. In a few episodes back then, yes, Ruko was a rental girlfriend, but there's a but. After finding her true emotions, after Kazuya still painted fucking ass and doesn't want her, she put her feelings onto him and stopped working for fucking being a rental girlfriend and actually acted as a real girlfriend, brought a fucking condom at someone's house. Oh, sorry, the MC's dumbass house. And they didn't do shit. While the MC is dumb as hell. That's why I keep saying dumb, because he actually is. Kept wanting for a rental girlfriend and wants her feelings instead of this girl right here. That's actually crazy. Now, where's that image that I had? Hold on. You see, that is why. Let's see. Where did I put? That's why I always want to say this. Like this one right here. Where's the other one at? I had another one that I put, but I don't know where I put it. I might just have to place it somewhere. Hold on, let me find it. Be patient with me, please. I've had it a long time ago, and I don't know where it is. Yeah, this one, this one. Yeah, this will, oh, and this is why, this is why, this is right here peak. I think having him like this is more peak than anything. But fuck the author too, though. I'm not gonna lie. Did you see that fellow who's the first boss? Isn't that yeah? Subway Stammer's peak villain writing. Yeah, I saw like versus battles of like the Subway Slammer versus the Flash, bro. Subway Slammer wins by a long run.
And then to expose his fake relationship with Chizuru to all of his friends and family. That's basically the story.
We really brought this dumbass show.
He also in love with Chizuru the entire time.
But
So
I
it's
wasn't
like a journey
I wasn't a girl, so honestly, my opinion doesn't count.
of a will they, won't they get together at the end. It's a fairly simple.
You know, it's sad. It's really sad. I'm not gonna lie. They put more work on the art on this dumbass anime than any other one that we had that had more selling than this shit. There's more degenerates that actually enjoy this than like any action or like aura farmers, like really. They had, like, for example, we had solo leveling or solo whatever you call it. They had a budget over 100 million, and they said that they lost over 1.2 million. They had somewhat money back, but like at the same time, they had a point where they made so much money, and then after that, like, it went downhill because glazers of like fat men or whatever literally said that his aura like decreased out of nowhere because he cried. Bro, this is actually stupid. And then here's this dumbass right in front of my screen, just like trying to figure out in his head what to say, what to do, and then like, bro just doesn't have fucking aura at all. And my point is, like, that's why I'm like literally bringing up like solo leveling or any community that has like this shit. Anything that will make a good anime, I guess you have to have a shitty MC. I hate to say it. You have to have a shitty MC to actually have this much fucking money. And then have like multiple girlfriends. That's, you know what? That's why 100 Girlfriends is actually doing so much better right now. But like, instead of that writing, that writing is fire. This shit,
Story.
how the fuck does it have this kind of artwork? Bro. This is like at the same, this is, okay, you know what? It's at the same level. I actually, wait, I don't want to say that. I want to say it looks like the same artwork as JoJo, but like that, it really doesn't. It really doesn't. I think shit. Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, I'm done.
That
Let's
the
go to
author
the video.
somehow stretched out into damn 400 chapters.
That is true. We actually just hit the point where, like, our dumbass MC, or not, yeah, our dumbass MC got rejected, and it is just funny as fuck. And everyone's reactions was so damn amazing. It went viral for a little bit because they said over 380 chapters. This girl just rejected him after almost what 300,000 like 300,000 of like spent on her, or even more than that. 400 million. Where you call it? You couldn't do much. What? How else can I say that? Hey, no. Spunk down. Spunk. Yeah. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, you know what? It's actually it's really funny that you see how Among Us. Yeah, I actually agree with him. Stretching out an anime like this, or sorry, not anime, a manga, which eventually will hit the anime actually, because we're already on season. What is this? Season fucking 4. Season 4 on this goddamn anime, or I don't even know if I want to call it anime anymore because it's just horrible to see that people enjoy watching this. It's not going anywhere. I hate this. It's not going anywhere. But after 380 chapters, something happened, and I think we're going to be stuck in a loophole. This guy's going to make 1,000 chapters, and it's going to be the same thing for. It's like basically finding the fucking One Piece, but we finally hit like new plot or something in the next 10 chapters after like 1,000 chapters, bro. This manga deserves to die.
Last time I talked about this manga, I was complaining on how there was no progress in the story and character development was non-existent, especially with the
Hold up, I gotta check like that.
main character.
Okay.
This dude is a certain.
What are you saying? I've been dying from that shit. The first villain reason the slap movement off subway platform has caused an 8-year-old hit a bitch on live TV. So Lovely didn't make shit because the anime had everyone sleeping, so they couldn't actually be awake to purchase anything for it. Let's see. So Lovely was good at first. Like, don't get me wrong. Everyone was waiting for that shit for a while. Like, we're talking about almost probably 8-10 years, almost a decade to actually get an anime of that. Then when everyone wanted that, to actually come out, then when season 2 hit, like everyone just started going downhill with it. I think it like that kind of proves. I think that proves that having a community started on anime based, or when readers actually ruin like the comparison for like new people, like just for normal anime watchers, like it just hits downhill for almost like the whole community. It kind of sucks because when you combine two of the same I guess right damn, how do I say that? I guess having two of separate like platforms of like manga readers and like anime watchers, like when you combine them as one or become both of them, then obviously someone's going to start hate or whatever, and start like some kind of way to just make it, whether good or bad. That's what sucks. And there's so many influencers that can actually make that happen. Like a high influencer can just make that anime look shit, even though I have my own opinion saying it looks good. Which, by the way, like I'm only saying season 1 looks good, but season 2, on the other hand, like it was actually pretty decent. But my point is, like, there's just a lot you cannot handle, like, especially when you try to when you try to buy like the manga shit or like figures or stuff like that. If you're gonna like it, go ahead. Like I don't blame you for getting that at all. But if you're actually gonna influence someone to just not buy shit because even though you like it, yeah, how about you just stop talking to them? Stop talking to them or ignore them and actually enjoy what you're watching, whatever. Solo Leveling was like really good at first, and obviously like they're making a new one and stuff like that, and then yada yada yada. Like people are going to still enjoy it, whatever. That's why you stay away from like Twitter or even Reddit. Those two are so horrible. Bro, I'm gonna be so real with you. I'll take Kazuya over boring ass Kirito or Dung Ship Who. Actually, I can agree with that. Yeah, I can agree with that. At least a shitty character can at least a shitty character can at least have no power skill and just have his own fantasy, but at the same time, he can't even hold it. I think development can be a little bit better, but like at the same time, it's still shit. Unlike power scaling, yeah, no, that's just at that point it just gets worse during like for later generations. Oh, this is funny to see him fail. Yeah, that's true. I'll take 10 more seasons of. Let's admit, if they cancel season 3, I solo snoozing, so I never have to see another Dunk Shampoo's glazing post on my feed again that I have to reply with a hot dog taco hamburger video. That's funny. Everyone, bro, I was hoping it got canceled. Shit. Shit's just SAO for employment, casual anime watchers. Yeah, so SAO like before it became like big, like after season 2 or 3. Honestly, I kind of just went with it where season 1 was good, season 2 was shit, season 3 was good in the beginning, then part 3 of season 3 went shit. Like there's a whole rhythm there, right? So in a light novel, there's actually more, but what else can I say about that? Like I haven't read the light novel yet. I'm an anime watcher for that one, so I can't really give my full opinion about like all of SAO. I heard that it gets much better in the like on the light novel, but I'm not a light novel reader unless I actually get it really invested on that. But other than that, I am not a light novel reader for SAO. I'm just an anime watcher. I watched the movies. Like they were pretty good in my opinion. So, like, I don't mind watching those beginning ones because OG power scaling is so much better than how it is now because anything anything could happen against for a person. Like if it has a unique plot line or plot story, like has like plot armor out of nowhere that's really good, then I don't mind watching it. But if it doesn't, and it's just all power scaling all the way, like how fucking Solo Leveling did, then I think honestly I cannot handle that. I cannot handle it. It's just bottom of the barrel. Like you can't you're looking at it. You can't find shit at all like that can help you that make it look better. Just throw it away, bro. Shit's good if you're blind, deaf, can feel it. Shit's good if you are blind, deaf, can't feel anything, and are dead. I think a lot of people have feel much better if they're actually all that. I don't want to lie to you. I think explaining like 2 out of 3 of this is definitely me when I'm high. I was an OG pusher of Solo Leveling Hey, I got mad banger. Got mad bangers off hating it. With the sleeping videos and hot dog talk. Yeah. Wait. Oh yeah. You said that. I can't wait to see that crowd of solo leveling fans come back so I can optimize my hatings to its fullest potential. You see, that's what sucks. They currently on the stop right now with the new one, and I just reread it last year, and it took me only what 2.5 weeks to actually reread all of it because when the anime came out, I was like, oh shoot, now I actually want to start watching like rereading it again. Like that's how I was. But when season 2 happened, yeah, I was like no, no, I didn't even watch fully of like all of season 2. I didn't. I'm gonna admit that. I've watched most of it. I watched the end, all that. Yeah, yeah. But I think just reading the mon was better. I mean, shit. The animation and everything, it looks cool. Like I don't get me wrong. So much better than like the latest ones on this like on this year or whatever, like after like past 2020, like it hasn't been going well. Like it's really just a 50-50 on like who like what companies actually are willing to make it look good. Um what was I saying about earlier? This Solo Leveling made a new manhwa or part series called Ragnarok. I don't know where they're going with it. They said so far they actually ended it at March. So far like it's kind of mid. I won't lie to you, but the power scaling is kind of even. I would say, but there's really not much going on. It's just more like it's like I'll just say this. It's more really like a Super Mario thing. I'm comparing it to fucking Mario Bros. That's what's happening right now. It's really just happening like that. I can't wait to see that crowd solo come back. So I can optimize my hating to its fullest potential. I read all of Soul Leveling first manhwa to optimize my hate for the series to its fullest potential. Yeah, I have to keep getting that. Are you serious? To its fullest potential, so I too can spawn a potential man level of slander. You got to be a real hater to spawn a potential man level slander. Yeah, no, I think that's why there's like influencers actually making it to where like they have their own they have a good take. It's whether a good take or just a very bad take. And there are people who will agree on that and whatever. But if you're going on if an influencer goes based on a Reddit post, then yeah, I can't really have a take on that. Anyone on Reddit is like just pure slander. Like it's pure like what do you call it? Fat man. Pure fat. Ugh. How do I go from this to fucking how do I go from rent to mid to this shit? Holy crap.
Imagine a man that cash apps IG.
Yeah, so imagine this guy right here, but big. If you can imagine that, this is like 80% of all readers. Oh, sorry, let me be a little bit nicer. 79% of readers who are big and fat. And they jork it almost every day. They don't go outside or not even touch grass a little bit. They definitely just wait for the next week. They sleep on their bed, having to watch like rewatch like that anime or something similar to this, and just wait for the new chapter to come out. And what's even better for them? Oh no, we're gonna have the new chapter. We're gonna have the new episode for tomorrow. Oh no, yay! Oh yay, yay! Like, bro, okay. There's like over 100 animes that are so much better than this. We have Dress Up Dark. Like, bro, I think you should give that a try at least. I've read it, or I actually read Dress Up Darling. That shit was peak. And I read it like back in 2019. No, 2021. That's when I like began like reading that. After hearing that an anime was like adaptation was coming out, I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna start reading this. You know, I actually got it. Yeah, no, yeah. Let's see. Uh, let's see. I've been in recent times now that people are slowly coming to my side on solo leveling too. Now that it's been over for a while, industry plant popularity. Honestly, if you can actually start, if you can start, it's like this. Um, it's like this one thing. I don't know the full. I don't know the full sentence. It's like when you grow trees, grow something else. It's like grow whatever, like whatever that stuff is. That's like with Rent to Mid right now, but like the hate is growing more vigorously, and people, you know, that's what also sucks too. People who hate this and still fucking they hate read it for a reason. I hate read it for a reason. I hate read it, like hate read it, but I still read this shit. Do I still prey on his? Do I still prey on the downfall of this MC? Of course I do. Do I plan to see him succeed? Hell no. He already has a girlfriend and still wants the girl. Where's the plot, bro? Oh, my bad. Yeah, no. It's 4 girls, of course. Like, what do you expect? Oh, sorry. There's 5. There is 5, by the way. I forgot. There's 5. I forgot. My bad. There's 5. One that actually cried in the corner because they actually had feelings for that motherfucker. One of them actually has like probably a girlfriend, but like still blames the fact that that girl is still hanging out with him, and then the other one actually just takes inspiration of an actual rental girlfriend, which I don't mind that at all. But we don't actually worry about her. And then there's people saying she's the devil, but at the same time she's an actual angel and avoiding the fucking MC, which is worth. At the same time, the girl's actually working with with his family and making it cause more like stress around him because the rental girlfriend, the one that he likes the most, is still hanging out with him. Oh my god, I'm not even crashing out. That's just how bad this anime is, or manga, whatever you call it.
He models his paycheck just to get a heart on his DM and let it and he still does it again when the next direct deposit hit. That's the type of lame we're dealing with. I'm not trying to repeat all.
Wait, so how much? Wait, how much do waiters get paid? With tips, I think. Well, waiters make a good amount, honestly. It's just gonna out to 867 per month for these workers. The actual amount depends on the location and popularity. So let's say like Kazuya works on a decent area, and he's paying like what? He's getting $30 for whatever. So he spends almost $800 for a girl that only cares about the fucking money. So what is that? So 30 an hour. Okay. Let's get the goddamn calculator because this shit is going way too deep. So let's say $30 an hour. So we could say that he works like what, 5 an hour or 5 hours. So this motherfucker has it. Let's see, 150 per day, and then he works like what 5 days a week. So let's go with that. 750. This motherfucker works a week just to spend all that shitty money on a rental girlfriend, bro. And then then fucking MC gets what $1,300, like 1,300 allowance from his family, and that's like minus 800. Bro kept 5 fucking 100 just to get his like whatever and spend it on the girl. So realistically, it's also minus 500. Yeah, he has $0, bro. I can't, bro. Would Kazuya be? Would Kazuya be the potential man of getting the girl? Do you hear yourself?
All the same complaints I did on my last video, but since the two.
If Kazuya was to ever have, if first off, that sentence is not even like there's a missed typo on that. I would even call Kazuya a fucking man. I would say I would say he's like, I want to say Kazuya would be like probably like teenage like man. Teen man, or whatever we call it, something like that. Yeah, I genuinely think the way that honestly, the way that he's been in the beginning, I would say he definitely pulled it off, but that's just because the girl was too nice, and there was no look, there was barely no connection with that person. They just went straight up with it, like they talked for a bit, do that, and then they just kiss. Was there any connection and something about it? No. Kazuya bragged about having a girlfriend, which, not gonna lie, a lot of people do that nowadays, and say they went outside. Like, I think the hardest word to say is like, it's the J word, which obviously it affects a lot of people. What can I say? I think people saying that, like, hey guys, I got a J word, like, bro. That's like, I guess that's a fucking achievement out of nowhere. A 16-year-old kid can have that, and a 25-year-old guy just says that out of nowhere, just like with honesty, just like, congrats, bro. You can't just you see my point there, right? Youngins can okay, wow, that's actually weird. Young kids or teenagers can straight up say that they did that already, and it will still make a big difference. That it will cause like even a 25-year-old guy to start like thinking about what he's been doing. So if a teenager said that as like having a girl, like, yeah, he says that because he could, like, he might be swole or something. But a guy saying like it has a girlfriend or like something like that, like, that's cool. But a girl but just a teenage guy just like doing that. But Ariana's just second girlfriend or whatever, like, yeah, he experienced he experienced it early already. But you can't really blame the guy though. To be honest, like, Ari hit 22. Ari had like what, 2 girlfriends already? No, that's a lie. I had, because one I was just on the talking stage. The other one I actually did do stuff with her. So it was just one. To really answer your damn, I went really off track. So to just really make my point though, if you were to have just the guy like alone, right, then maybe he had a chance. But obviously it's really just based on how much money he has as well. Because in my perspective of like now this generation. Let's say that let's put this into perspective. Like, let's set the scene. Kazuya's like in this generation now. He's in college. Like he's in college. Finally met like, let's say Mami, like or Mami the girl. Like finally does that shit, and then she has like what 1,300. Would I say that's perfectly fine with like? Would I say that's perfectly fine? I would say yes, because honestly, if he can provide a bit more, like for the girl, and then he has like extra money to like spend with, then yeah, I think you can, and he's a nice and can he handle the nice guy thing? Yeah, I think you can. So honestly, I think you can. It's just that the nice guy the nice guy thing won't happen forever. So let's say that's like a temporary girlfriend. So you can have just a girlfriend and say that you do have one, and then all of a sudden got into like arguments, and then like you couldn't really handle that. Then you hit the breakup stage, or you get cheated on. Those are like two scenarios that can happen, and all is because like he was being a nice guy, and you can't really do much about it. You had the money, but you were too nice. So that's like I can compare this to like a fat guy just like having all this money in the world, but he is too soft. So a hot chick can even date him, but the hot chick is only go for the money. The guy's too soft. The guy's nice. What do you expect? Then all of a sudden, they get like he gets a Tesla for her. They break up. Yada yada yada. Like that's the whole point. So if Kaze was to have that during college, and then he had just starting to live in an apartment and stuff like that, and just going based on on his family inheritance, like money that's going towards him or an allowance, then yeah, obviously it's going to look bad. So Kazuya just having a straight up breakup with Mami-chan, or whatever you call it, like honestly, that's just because he was too nice. That was the whole point of the fucking show. And then he bragged about having a girlfriend. So what he do after that? He jacked off. So I mean, hey, if that's his way of getting progress, I mean, I don't blame the guy. I mean, shit. We have like what 5 girls in this anime already, and he just looks like a guy that basically progressed in a way where he's still trying to get the number one prize money, or sorry, prize possession. Dang, that's crazy to say. That is actually crazy to say. Prize possession. Oh my god. Shit. That is really bad. That is wow. My back to what I was saying. So if he actually improved like his personality a bit, I think he would have all the girlfriends. He would be the one being the 100 girlfriends. But obviously his mind is where at a stoppage where he can't even talk straight. And that if he felt that down, then or if he felt really that down, then I think he would get serious and feel better for himself. But he keeps doubting himself. That is what's so bad about this anime or manga or whatever. Yeah, all about this. That's what's all about. That's the whole 308 chapters, 40 damn episodes of this guy. I feel bad for the person who's voice acting him. But that's off topic. This MC has basically like caused no that's why everyone's literally saying, even I would say it, this guy has caused no progress, but spending almost 400,000 like $400,000 on a girl that her dream. Fulfilled her dream. Where's his dream? Bro, this is like the dumbest thing ever. And then the girl kept having like fantasies of this of him having to be a boyfriend. Like, bro, get your damn head straight. These two have to get their damn head straight, because this girl has so much, like, in terms of like being a theater kid, and then being a rental girlfriend, and then having to clean for like a fucking house that they don't live in anymore. And then we have fucking Kazu, who actually has a fucking job, getting 30 an hour plus tips with the girl with the actual girlfriend, and then getting an allowance money while working in a school. Also, the rental girlfriend also has a school, like goes to school. So to be fair, like, if I'm going to compare like who's doing much more, obviously it's going to be Kazuya. The fucking rental girlfriend is actually doing nothing but jack shit, but just taking his money. That actually sucks. He's taking his money, and how are you going to feel so much? How are you going to feel so much better about finding your fucking feelings if it's taking how long is the chapter? Like, how long is the manga? 3 fucking years in the manga. And if we're actually talking about like the actual thing, like obviously it's like more than 6 years of this shit. Yeah, no, or 7. I don't know, 4, 5, 4, whatever you call it. Like, it's 5 years of the manga, but 3 years in general in the manga. And all that just to have your grandma die, and then have a movie being shown about you, about love, and then having the producer as the one who spent 800 a day, basically spending a day with you as a rental girlfriend. And that's like how many times already? We have almost, or he spent almost, like, what? In terms of rental girlfriend money, that was more than almost, let's say, $20,000 right off the bat. Dude, where's that money going? I couldn't even tell where the fuck that money was going. I'm just sad for this dude that he can't even fucking move on. He can't move on from a rental girlfriend, bro. That's what sucks. Oh my god, I actually hate this. He spent all his money, pulled the nice guy act and everything. He still gets rejected. If you think about all the effort he put in, he's definitely a potential man. All effort, no results. Honestly, I agree with this. Yeah, if he could put the work, if you could put the work and effort into it, I think that's just a good guy overall. Or not just a good guy, but just like a good potential, just having to become a beautiful husband, or whatever you call it, like, or even a boyfriend. Shit, like, no matter where you go, I think that's just that could just be potentially one of the best things you can have, like, as a trait. Because if you can handle having to keep getting money just like that, and then having to deal with like a girl that not even hates you, but having to pull with her shit for a while, then I think you could just have a straight up relationship, and honestly, even get ready for fucking marriage. Like, shit, I can't do that because shit, I barely hold an argument like myself nowadays. Dude, the last argument I had was like, well, I was like talking about like real movies versus like 2D movies. That argument lasted for almost like, what, an hour and a half. Wow, I could have kept on going for like 3 hours. My point, like, but back to topic. Like, I I'm pretty sure that if you were a guy that figured out how to solve your life and having to deal with a girl that straight up takes your money, but then you realize that you just wasted so much money, and then she wants more, then obviously like good for you. But this MC dumbass cannot figure that out. Like it may be true that like he thinks like he's going for the prize money or the prize possession. The number one, I guess. Uh, yeah, no, that's just straight up bad. Ugh, I kind of hate it. Nah, if I dumped all that money for a girl's grandma in a homemade movie just to get rejected, I would definitely crash out. Yeah, I know. I really hate the fact that that is so true. Like having to spend, yeah, how much was that? He spent 1.2 billion out of a budget and actually made a bit more money back, but he barely got much money for him because like he had to pay for like the rest of the people who made the producing and shit, editing too. While this actor done that, like this actor runs a girlfriend, like gets a free win basically, just like of producing and then actual movie of her own, bro. You know what? I hate to say this. Theater kids need to be theater kids need to be researched. They have I have no idea how they can handle like just a normal person if they came and figure out how to handle themselves. There are it's whether they get out of the mud or they actually get they just run wild with like running with money away. That's just really it. If you're like if you're just there to become a Hollywood star, that's a fucking dream. Go ahead. Do that. Do that shit. Honestly, if that's one of the things you can do and then you get money just like that, then go ahead, keep fulfilling that dream. But if you're just going to go ahead like saying that your movie was a dream, then shit. That's it. Your dream is about to end. This motherfucker MC doesn't have a dream yet. So if his dream is to get this girl, then shit. I guess I'm gonna wait till like I'm 80 or something. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till I'm fucking 80 till this show like ends its shit. We are at like 400, like basically 400 chapters, bro, and that's what sucks. No sex yet. No actual like no actual progress that's being made. Like it's just to rent a girlfriend, pulling her ass off, just having to defend the fucking MC in front of her fucking family. At the same time, they can't be truthful about it. That's what sucks. I really hate this. I really hate this manga. I really do. The rest says here it stays on 36 as country. I was obsessed. He was getting off to her getting her back blown out by a theater kid wearing a beret. Yeah, I know. This is true. This is fucking true. I should just really try to finish this.
100 chapters I read then. The chapters have almost doubled, and the same thing is still.
I need to find that video.
I read then. The chapters have almost doubled, and the same thing is still going on.
A 2-pack of ass.
Almost nothing happened since then, except the two major recent events. Events that the story has been leading up to since the start. Those are the events I wanted to talk about today. So here's the update. On chapter 316, Kazuya of
I think I would rather. You see, if I was having a choice of like a really good isekai show against this, it really sucks to say this. I might have to watch. I might have to read this shit than like the greatest isekai of all time. And why am I saying this? Because you can actually get experience of a shitty character than a whole life fantasy that talks about like pure elements that never existed or whatever that goes in someone's head. It could be a full on dream that you had while sleeping, and that could be a whole story. While my dumbass can actually just, it sucks saying this. You can actually learn from whatever this cucksucker does, and actually learns like what not to do.
Officially ask Chizuru.
I'm so sorry if I'm actually feeling like talking this way. I think this is just a crash out. It's like how bad this is, and I've wasted almost 4 fucking years just about this. I wasted 4 years of just this damn anime. It's actually crazy to me.
Out on a real date that he don't gotta rent her for, and she says yes. This is some groundbreaking progress. We 300 plus chapters into a romance, and we got our first date. And
Okay, I'll watch this one, and then I do want to start heading to bed soon because I gotta wake up at I gotta wake up at 5 doing stuff. I gotta do my other games. I forgot to do my dailies.
Now, I didn't read all these chapters. My brain can only mentally handle so many lobotomies. I only read the chapters of the actual date, which is 29 chapters so far of me recording. I read these chapters and was instantly reminded why I hate this trash. Why is Kazuya still dating Ruka? There is no reason for them still being a thing. The only reason why he was forced into the relationship because she was threatening to expose him. But now in the story, everybody already knows about their rental situation and nobody really cares. So why is he still dealing with this? He don't even like her like that. She just in the way of everything. Anyways, during the chapters of the date, they're exactly how I expected them to look. Kazuya in his inner thoughts, gawking over how good Chizuru looks for multiple pages, him acting mad.
Oh, there's the actual. Okay, to summarize this, bro. This is the whole date. 20. Yeah. So this guy was right. Well, actually, no. It's 30. Yeah, it was 30 chapters of this shit. And all we got was just a pure rejection, nothing at all. Intimidation levels, affection, 100% bonded each other, and then or on a fucking machine, and then they talk about like future like shenanigans of like if they want children or whatever, like stuff like that. But still gets rejected.
Awkward in conversation, bro. We're still doing this 380 chapters in. Who is finding this entertaining? Who are the day one fans that are still eating this up? Your brain gotta be fried by now. Cause I felt miserable to come back and read the same trash that I dropped 3 years ago for the same problem.
Dude, 3 years ago. Bro, bro was living 3 years of perfect, like, the best life of he can to come back that this shit is still living. This is this shit is still living. Hold on. So if I go back into like the things, for example, let's see, where the fuck is it? So let's see, where is my account at? What is it? This one? Let's see. No. Interesting. Hold up. Hold up. So if we look at the chapters right now, it's at 383. But if we look at the first freaking chapter, this shit was 6 years ago. Yeah, no, I was right. It was 5 or 6 years ago. Damn, that's crazy. That is actually crazy. This shit lasted for 2019, and I was still watching this shit.
As to this day, some things never change. And it's unbelievable that the author has somehow stretched this date into 30 chapters and it's still technically ongoing. How do you do it? This not even the worst part yet, because I haven't gotten to the main thing that had everyone talking online about it. It's how I even found out this manga is still going on. In the latest chapter, Chizuru and the Goon go have a talk at the end of the bridge. And there she tells him that she might like him too. Bro, this could be an endgame moment for the entire series. Only for her to say,
I won't lie to you. When I heard about this on when I heard this on Twitter, I was straight up thinking, "Oh, are we finally gonna have the end?" Damn, it really got everyone. So it really got everyone got everyone's attention. Look at this motherfucker and say, "Is it finally it?" And
right now.
see, yeah, I saw a texting or what do we call it, like a spoiler summary of just her saying this, and I was like, damn, we need fucking Toji just shooting a fucking bullet at her after this chapter. This was so shit.
Which is other words for no. Bro, I use that excuse all the time. Maybe later. Nigga, that mean never. Bro, this is like if Luffy found the One Piece and the One Piece turned out to be the friends we made along the way. Oh, and I'm not mad because she said no. That man is a gooner and likes to sit in Adam 22 chairs at the motels. It's not like anyone owes anybody a relationship either. Like what Kazuya feels towards Chizuru at this point doesn't even feel like love. It feels like an obsession. Like this dude has been fiending over her since the start of the story, willing to do anything for her and to stay by her side.
That actually proves the whole point of why I hate this shit. And everyone literally pointing out like how much money he made just for all this to throw it to her. I don't even know where this money is going. That's what I've been asking. Where the fuck this money been going? Like, you have a stable fucking house that you live now. Like you're living with like higher than expenses than what a normal college student has. Motherfucker, this girl has 1.2 billion in her pocket, in her pocket, and it has extra money in her bank, like probably like an extra million.
Even when it's at his own detriment and he's at risk of ruining all the relationships he has around him. And you might be saying, oh, he's just doing this because he's a nice guy, he's a good guy. We all know what he wants. So no, I'm not mad that Chizuru said no. The reason I'm mad is because this whole series is one big waste of time. Almost 400 chapters of being down bad and lollygagging. And then there's gonna be 300 more chapters of the same thing until another confession happens. And maybe they'll get together on that one. Probably not. And you know what's worse? It's been reported that this dude has spent a whopping equivalent of 250,000 US dollars on her. Now, I don't know.
It's more than that. It's more than that, by the way. It's not exact. That's not. Yes, it's an estimate, but like it's higher. It's more than 300,000. It's more than 300,000. They're not adding the movie. That's why.
How true this is, but doing my own research, I'ma start believing shit. And if this is true, bro, end it all. Okay, some dude on Reddit did the math, and Kazuya had only spent a few bands of his own money on her. But that's still a lot. He could have brought this 2,000.
Okay, to be fair, okay. You know what? That's fair enough. That's actually crazy. Who the fuck what the fuck? Who put all this shit together? That's just stupid. It's stupid, but actually, kudos to this guy actually putting all this work in. So, it's 16,000 of spending all that on just the Roto girlfriend shit. Then where's all this? So Paradise, Oh, it's more than so it's like 12, like 1,300, 13,000. That's cool. Uh, what else is here?
It did the math.
So without crowd, so if it was without the crowdfunding, which I'm surprised, that is 3,000 for a show to actually make a lot more is actually pretty nice. I won't lie to you. Like if you saw potential in someone like that, that's good for you, bro. That's like good for you if you found someone that's like that had very good potential and something like that. If you just did it for them straight up, yeah, don't do it, bro. That it's not worth money. It's not worth all your money unless you have extra. But think about it. All that money just from other people, like or just from by himself, 16 fucking $1,000. Like almost 17,000. Bro, you can actually buy you can have like a whole ass apartment just with that. Actually no. You could buy probably like a small house like back in 2003. That's like 2003, bro. That's insane.
And Kazuya had only spent a few bands of his own money on her, but that's still a lot. He could have brought this
He bought a Ford. You know what? We actually used to have that too.
2004 Ford Mustang I found on Facebook Marketplace for that amount of money he spent on her, only to get no buns. And those are the chapters so far. Bro, I don't know what it is with this author stretching out this story into infinity. Maybe he loves the characters and stories so much that he doesn't want to let them go. I don't know. He can make other series with other characters he can grow to love. And he's already done this. He made a new series while working on Rent-A-Girlfriend not too long ago.
Jobless ass investigation figured out how much a cock can spend instead of figuring out how to pay them checks. What the fuck is this? What?
Let them go. I don't know. He can make other series with other characters he can grow to love. And he's already done this. He made a new series while working on Rent-A-Girlfriend not too long ago. It's titled The Shuiji.
Oh. So I saw this. I was not gonna lie. I don't know.
The Shinji fan.
I really don't know. It looks fucking weird. To some like it's all in like this whole fantasy shit with like a family. It's basically like domestic girlfriend shit right here. It really is.
Family Children, a completely new romance manga by him. Let me read you a summary of it so you know what it's about. The story follows Arata Shinji, the eldest son of the Shinji family, who lives with his 5 sisters and a younger brother. Arata has always been tossed around by the whims of his sisters, and yet that does not stop him from...
It really is just fucking... It's literally just domestic girlfriend plus like quintessential quintuplets into one anime. Bro, we're in your goddamn mindset decided to make an anime just combining those two. And then you're having a little brother who doesn't know jack shit knowing that 5 sisters love the fuck out of your older brother. That is just sad, bro. That is just sad as fuck.
Viewing them as his precious family member. The hell does that mean? However, everything is changed when their father...
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. So, I forgot that it's different.
Reveals
like, all the sisters are just separated families. It's actually weird.
The siblings are not related by blood. And Arata now needs to deal with this newfound situation. Bro, are you good? You know, when I first started reading this, I was actually a little bit excited.
Charlie Kirk. We're part of the Charlie Kirk podcast. I know this one too. Oh my god! It was about a fucking like the finding a fucking woman. Oh my god!
And hopeful that the confession would mean something, because at this point, this is just a business. There are rumors that are saying it's ended. It has not. This is just
lie to you. This is one of the most fire images I have seen all day. Pink Panther plus plus this liquor, this fire. I don't know. Is that wine or liquor? I forgot. I had this, but I it's Patrona, whatever you call it.
There are rumors that are saying it's ended. It has not ended yet. The author has made
Brother, if you say this manga has ended, this is that is some this is like a dream come true. You're preying on this guy's downfall, saying that this will be the best dream ever, saying like like this manga has ended.
no announcements of when the series will end.
From what I remember, that little bro ain't even in that shit past the first few episodes. So wait, is it out now? Hold on, is it actually out? CG Family. Oh, that shit's been out. Oh. 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 I think I'm good. I think I'll read the manga and see how I feel about it. I'm not gonna try to read this shit. The rating is a 4.6. I'm kind of scared how that feels. I'm kind of scared how that feels. It says comedy. It's a rom com. So like honestly, I don't mind that. If it was like Rent a Mid, like if we're talking about like what? Hello. How come I can't search it? Oh, there you go. Yeah, no, this is so much better. Well, not this rating, but everything else. That's some Henny. I know a bottle of Hennessy when I want one. I think I'd rather have what's that other one? It's like I want some bourbon. I think that's more stronger than fucking Hennessy. I won't lie to you, because Hennessy's just dark alcohol kind of to me, and bourbon is just like it actually makes your throat like like makes you want to cough like crazy.
No, this could just be the first half. There's also more rumors saying that he's not ending the series because he's in love with Chizuru, and even though I don't really.
Yep. I love this image so much. I also love this image too. This is great.
Understand the things he says on Twitter. I really hope this is not the case. Bro has a wife and kids. I'm actually at a loss for words right now. What more can I say on this that hasn't already been said? I'm not gonna lie, this has been a pretty bad week for me. The Pacers lost. It's a
You know what? I do. You know what? I don't blame the guy. I really don't blame the guy for it. I don't blame the guy for actually having a bad week. I think everyone had a bad week with, especially with the Pacers losing. After you know, like their star player got fucking taken out because of a torn like an ACL. Yeah, no, it was cooked because it was also even cooked because the refs got paid for sure.
Outside, my car got towed, and I had to read 30.
Holy fuck! They do all this for a kid's toy.
And I had to read 30 more chapters of this bullshit just for this video. I wanna die. I'm never reading it again. Not even if another confession happens, bro. Just no more. Just no more. I'm never letting my morbid curiosity take the best of me. Anyways, that's kind of all I wanted to say. And in conclusion, I'd rather be reading One Piece.
Saying that as an insult is crazy. That is some crazy fucking word. That is actually crazy to say. Bro, like I'll say this, like if you genuinely hate One Piece, but you've read it, then I can accept that opinion. But if you just straight up hate it because the shit's too long, then I can no longer say that take is no longer invalid. it's whether you actually want to read that shit or not. But just know that you're missing peak from a true reader who actually read it all. I know Hui was trying to catch it to it, whatever like that. So like, yeah, I even have people who've read it and they still get confused what's going on there every now and then. But if you straight up just say that shit's peak or that shit's like annoying as fuck to watch or whatever, then maybe anime is not good, like not worth it for you. The manga is probably better. If you say the manga is shit but the anime is good, then I get that because like actually to be honest, the animation's going pretty good right now. They're about to hit their saddest one tomorrow. They're going to hit the saddest one tomorrow, and I'm going to cry. I might cry actually. Who the fuck is reading this shit or watching it? Hell fucking no. That's insane. Yeah, no, I have people like on my same account. And sadly, they are also going to read all that. So, tomorrow, um, probably best that I'm going to actually going to come back and watch anime again and stuff like that. But besides that, I'm going to end stream early because I kind of go to bed. I want to do my dailies for games, and then I gotta wake up early. So other than that, I'm gonna go ahead. I'll see you all guys. You guys have a good one. Thank you for all the chatters, especially Super. But besides that, you guys have a good one. Get some rest. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I think you guys will see me around like I'll say like 1 to 2. If not, then probably 12. Like the same time like I did earlier, or same time as I did. So like 10 over 10, something like that. All right. I'm gonna put the outro. I have a new outro. I'm gonna just try out, and then we'll see how it goes. All right. I'll see you guys.